Howdy folks, Sapper here, aka Sean, and we are still playing Duel of Ages, the Event Horizon. It's a nice sunny day here in New Mexico. You can see it shining across the playing area here, so sorry about I don't think there's any glare, but there's going to be some bright spots and some not bright spots. Anyway, we are, let's see, it is 5, 10, 15. We have completed 18 turns. The game could end any time because we'll draw a turn marker out of here, and if the turn marker is red, then that will be the last turn that we do. But until that point in time, we'll keep playing. I don't know if you can see this guy right here, but we've got an observer. So, who is it? Oh, it is Shrimp with Morgred Khan. And if you can remember, Shrimp is on the opposition team. Maybe he's observing the battle to get some intel on who his next opponent's going to be, because the opposition will play the winner of this bout. So they're either going to fight the All-Stars, or they're going to fight the Atomic Androids. And at this point in time, it kind of looks like that Shrimp's going to be fighting the All-Stars. So he's trying to gain a little bit of intel and see what's going on. So it's the black team's turn at the moment. And so we've got Coach Quinn. He's stuck in the white base prison, and look at the look on his face. He's kind of pissed. Cud's not very happy, so Cud's got that kind of same look on his face. So yeah, they're stuck in prison. I don't think I'd want to be in prison either. So Scarlet Vixen, she's right here. She's going to make another attempt at sabotaging something in the white base so that maybe they can catch up. Because if you look, there's the black base. There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots destroyed in the black base. It's not looking good. We've got Doc with the Weinstein brothers. The Weinstein brothers are making a run into Lith's lair. I think they're going to go to the reflecting pool and attempt that. So we'll see what happens, but that won't happen until next turn. Undenbog, he was over here. He's moving over here. He's a little worried about Sandy and Syriac right here. He's a pretty tough dude in melee combat, so Undenbog's a little bit scared, because Undenbog's really happy when he's in swamp, and there's no swamp right here. Swamp is way over here. That's what this stuff is. So Stevie's moving Stephen Decatur. He moved him across the deep water over here. He's going to make another run at the Colonial Labyrinth and see what happens there. And then at the moment, we've got Killer here. She's got Damon Raven, and they've kind of been. So we've got Aaron that's in this building right here, and we had Damon who was in the woods right here, and they were kind of shooting at each other. Damon's got a Thompson submachine gun, and Aaron's got this Uzi submachine gun. They've been kind of trading shots at each other, but neither one of them has been able to hit the other person. So Damon was like, you know what, I need to back off, but he needs to stay out of the 5 hex radius of the Harapalooza. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he's anywhere within 5 of Harapalooza, nobody can attack you, but you can't attack either. So it doesn't do him any good to move this way. So he moved this way, and because him and Aaron are kind of they're at a stalemate right now. But he moved, so Aaron's going to try to shoot at him. She pulled out her Uzi, which she's already revealed, by the way. So he knew she had it, and of course she knows that he's got that Thompson submachine gun, which is an amazing weapon. But so she's going to op fire at him right now. So what do we got? It is her point, which is 6. And then, so we're going point versus stealth. Her point is 6. Damon Raven's stealth is a 5, but she has to shoot. She's shooting through these woods. I'm not gonna, you can get down and get a piece of string or whatever and see if line of sight actually goes between those buildings. So by the looks of it, if we go center of that hex to center of that hex, we'll say that it's a clean shot. She's shooting at him as he, between the building and the trees. So it is looking like, where are we at? 6 to his 5, so she is better by 1. Let's see what Aaron Shrike gets. So attacker is better by 1. That is a hit. And now we look at power, which is 5. It goes power versus armor, and Damon's armor is a 2, so attacker is better by 3. Oh, that's upside down. Attacker better by 3. It's a hit, but with a -2 to the damage. And an Uzi does 3 damage, so it looks like Damon's going to take 1 damage. So we'll put that there. So the recon versus the assassin. It looks like the recon gets first blood. So we'll see what happens later on for that. Alright, so that looks like the end of Black's turn. I don't think there is any adventuring that can happen because we've got the Weinsteins. They need to be on that space. Undenbog, Scarlet, Coach, of course, is in prison, all pissed off, as I said earlier. And then we've got the assassin that's way over here, so there is no adventure to go on. So that will do it for turn 18. So let's pull a token out of the bag. Oh, it's kind of hard to do that one-handed. Oh, that is a blue token, so the game is not over. So that was the end of turn 19. And now we have, it looks like, the white team. So we'll start with Erin. Let's see what she does. She's got that experience point marker, so I don't know what she wants to do with it. What's this other card that she's got right here? She's got a Uzi. Oh, and she's got this Timur's Favor. So what does this do? Stupid autofocus. There we go. Autofocus is off. I hate it when it defaults to that. So Timur's Favor. If the enemy team has more characters, user gains +1. They're both. Nobody's killed anybody, so both teams are even. But she does. If you look in the top right corner here, she gets +2 to wits because she does have that little gear symbol. So she does get +2 to wits. So she will always attack first. Well, not always attack first, but she has a better chance of attacking first. So what's Erin going to do? Is she going to push Damon? I mean, he's wounded, so that might not be a bad thing. Of course, he can always op fire at her, but if she can get within 5, then he won't be able to attack her. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can get to here, so she'll go 1, 2, 3. What's her movement? Her movement's 7, 4, 5. Damon will shoot her when she moves out of the building, so he'll use his op fire. So let's see what happens. He's going to use the Thompson. All right, so Damon's pretty good with these kind of weapons. He gets +5 to hit with energy pistol, auto pistols, energy rifles, and auto rifles. The Thompson is an auto rifle, so he gets +5. And then because that symbol matches that symbol, he gets another +1. So he gets +6, so that gives him a 10 versus ranged against her stealth, which is a 9. So he is better by 1. All right. And it looks like attacker is better by 1. That is a hit. Now we go power 5 against her armor, which is 2. So attacker is better by 3. And, oh man, he almost got an extra damage. So if he'd got 1 more, he'd got +1 to the damage. But as it stands, he gets a +0. So he does 2 damage with that Thompson submachine gun. So old Crunchbird thought she was going to be smooth with Erin Shrike and could draw first blood. Well, it looks like Killer and Damon Raven got a little payback. Got some damage with that Tommy gun. So there we go. There's his, or excuse me, there's her 1 damage. So there's that. Now we'll move on to Perendor and then Syriac. So Perendor is, where the heck is Perendor? I can't find him. Oh my God, he's lost. Man, my eyes must be getting old. There's Perendor right there. He's in one of the labyrinths. So what does he need to do? So Candy's got Perendor. He has the dampener blade, or the damper blade, and he's got a dueling pistol. He's not really good with either one of those, but he's not a decent or not a half bad melee character. So the damper blade might be the better choice if he has to use it, or if she has to use it. So let's see. We've already got the advantage in the ancient labyrinth, which is kind of where he wants to go. So we'll start moving him towards the ancient labyrinth. So what's his movement? 6. We get no bonuses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he's got to stop right there. All right, so Syriac. Oop, let Syriac see some fresh meat. Might go after Undenbog. He can move 7. Do we get any bonuses for the future labyrinth? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, there's gonna be some fisticuffs traded there. All right, who's next? We got Chalky with Ace Cannon, and we have got Codger and Robin Hood. Robin Hood's got that motorbike. And then look at this. I saw this combo. I realized that Robin Hood had this really cool combo right here. Look at this. Robin Hood's got this lance. +3 damage rating if the user owns a revealed transport. How cool would that be to just drive up on a motorcycle with a lance and spear somebody? So that's what Robin Hood's plan is. And I think Robin Hood might be able to get Damon. All right, Damon will never see it coming because Damon doesn't know that Robin Hood has a lance right here. All right, so there's Syriac. Ace Cannon is... Where's Ace? Oh, Ace is over here. What does Chalky have up his sleeve? We've got some caltrops that aren't going to be... Yeah, that only works if they're in the same space. And then he's got this secret rifle, which I don't think he can use. You need 3 strength and 7 intellect. Well, old Ace has got the strength, but he ain't the smartest dude out there. I mean, he is a football player, right? Jock. So he's not smart enough. So we'll just move him towards... Maybe we'd see if we can get him towards the modern. I mean, he did throw the bombs at Coach, which put him in prison. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ace is done. Robin Hood. Ooh, can Robin Hood? Robin Hood has a move of 8. Why does it keep going to autofocus? Robin Hood has a move of 8 with that mud puppy. It's got no bonuses, so he's got a straight up 8. Let's see if we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, yes. Robin Hood just drove up on his motorcycle, pulled his lance out. So we'll resolve that in a minute. And then we've got Big Hair. What does Big Hair need to do? Big Hair. I think he needs to go to the modern labyrinth. Maybe. We definitely need to get him. We need to get him over here in the modern spaces, because when he gets into the modern spaces, he can't be touched. So he has a move of 6. Let's see what Big Hair has. He's got a satchel charge and a displacer cube. Don't really do much for him now. Where's that satchel charge? Satchel charges can be thrown over buildings and dumps. If he could get that into the hands of the quarterback Ace Cannon, that would be awesome. Ace Cannon can do a lot with some of those satchel charges. So let's move Big Hair. He's got a move of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just keep you right there. All right. So that was the move phase. I think there was no op fire. And then, so now we go to the melee phase. So we got that melee right there. We've got Sandy with Syriac versus Undenbog. We got Snookums and Undenbog. So let's move Syriac over here. Let's move Undenbog. Ooh, Undenbog's got a card. A lot of weapons, not really going to do a whole lot. So let's see here. It goes by wits first. So Undenbog has 5, or not Undenbog, Syriac has a 5. Undenbog has a 4, so Syriac gets to attack first. In melee, he's got an 8 versus Undenbog's. What is that one? That one is react. So 8 versus 5, so Syriac is better by 3. Attacker better by 3. That is a hit. And now it's going to be power versus armor. So it looks like the difference is 1. He's got a 5 power. Undenbog has a 4 armor. So attacker is better by 1. Attacker's better by 1 plus 0. And Undenbog does 2 damage. So, or not Undenbog, I'm sorry, Syriac. So Undenbog takes 2. And now Undenbog gets to attack back. So it is 6 versus 5. So Undenbog is better by 1. And that is a hit. And now it's power 4 versus Syriac's armor of 4. So attacker is better by 0. Attacker is better by, so he does -1 damage. He does 2 damage, so that makes it just 1 damage. So it looks like it's kind of even. Undenbog's got a big smile on his face. Stuckums has got a big smile on her face. And where is it? There we go. Personal motto. Always try to make somebody smile. So Undenbog is smiling right now. All right, let's take a pause and see what happens next. All right, so we've got Robin Hood. We've got Codger with Robin Hood. And we've got Killer in the Assassin. So if you recall, Codger has this lance and this motorcycle. And she drove all the way up over to there. And she's going to try to just spear Damon Raven the Assassin. So it is a melee attack, so Robin Hood definitely has better wits. So Robin Hood gets to go first. This is going to be so exciting. So it is 5 versus 4, so the attacker is better by 1. And looks like that is a hit. So, this could be very, very bad. So there's a +3 damage rating if user owns a revealed transport. There's the transport. Let's see what we have happen here. So now it is power versus armor. And I don't think, nope, that is open terrain right over there. So that's wide open terrain. You get no bonuses. I don't think there would have been any because it's melee anyway. So that is, what is it? It is better by 2. Attacker is better by 2. Oh, that's so terrible. We get a +1 damage already to the +3 damage. It does 2 damage, so that's, what's that? That's 6 damage. And Damon Raven was already damaged by 2, so boom, we just shish kebab Damon Raven, Robin Hood on a motorcycle with a lance in the open. Shish kebabbed. So now what we have to do is, do we want to kill Damon Raven or do we want to throw him in prison? Damon Raven has a pile of guns, so if we kill him, he'll drop all of his stuff right there in that hex. If we put him in prison, he still keeps his stuff, but now he's in prison. So we know he has 2 guns. This third card, we don't know what it is. We do know what it is, but we don't know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. So I think we're going to kill Damon Raven. You don't get any extra points for the combat achievement, but the All-Stars have the combat achievement on lockdown anyway. So I think they're just going to, we're going to kill Damon Raven. We're going to take him out of the game. So Rip Killer and Damon Raven. So we will go ahead and take his token off the map. We'll put him right there. So, all right, what do we got? So, oh, well, we don't know that's really a sniper rifle, but we know that stuff is there. So to mark where the treasure is, we'll put a white, and we'll put a white token right there. So because we killed, you see that K right there? When you kill a character, the weapon disappears. So actually, it's kind of a pretty decent mechanism to where if somebody has a really good weapon and they kill somebody, they can't just keep, you know, going on a rampage with it. So the lance goes bye-bye, but it was definitely worth it. All right, Robin Hood goes back over here to Codger. We still know that they have the mud puppy or the dirt bike, because that doesn't change. So I think that's it. Melee phase, adventure phase. Do we have anybody on the white team that can adventure? It does not look like it, because we've got Aaron, Robin Hood, Big Hair, Perendor, Syriac, and Ace Cannon, the football player, the quarterback. And so that's it for the white turn. So folks, something I forgot to do. So Damon Raven the Assassin had this Hammers badge. And the badge is, when you get a badge, you have to show it to everybody immediately. So it cannot be traded, placed in the vault, used for adventure payment, lost, or dropped in any way. But if a character causes damage to the owner, the attacker immediately receives the badge. So Aaron had caused some damage with her Uzi to Damon. So now Aaron is now the proud owner of the Hammers badge. So basically her power is equal to her intellect. She has a 2 power and a 5 intellect. So now she has a 5 power. That's in melee combat only. So she's really not a melee character. She's more of the let's hide in the bushes and shoot people with Uzis kind of person. So it really doesn't do her a lot of good. So we'll see what happens. Of course, my memory's bad, so I don't know who damaged who last. I think she damaged. I don't know. I'm sure somebody will correct me, but that's what happens when you play by yourself. You forget stuff. All right, now it's time for the black team's turn. So we will start with Coach Quinn. Coach Quinn, he's sitting there rotting in jail, so he can't do anything. Scarlet Vixen. Scarlet Vixen's ready to pounce on the base. I think her best shot is with the vault. She has a card that she could use to get into the low gate or destroy the low gate, but she doesn't want to use it because it's a pretty decent card. In fact, let's show it to you. I don't know if she'll be able to do it by the time the game is over, but you have 6 or 7 sites in the enemy base destroyed at the same time. If you can do that, you get 1 Lith achievement point. So, or 1 achievement point. If she was on the white team, this would be a very realistic possibility. Unfortunately, she's on the black team, but she's pretty good at wrecking bases and she's doing her best. So that's the card that she has, and you would have to use that to destroy the low gate, I think. Yeah, she would have to use that 1 card to destroy the low gate, which would defeat the purpose of having the card. So she's not going to do that. So her next best stat is wits. So she's going to try to get into the base and destroy the vault. So she has a movement of 6. So we will go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that sucks. She can't get there this turn. All right, the Weinstein brothers are next, and the Weinsteins are in Lith's Lair, and they are going to try to do the reflecting pool. So we'll see what happens then. Undenbog and Syriac are mixing it up. I think Undenbog's probably going to wisely disengage from this. I don't remember what I was going to do with Undenbog. Oh, Undenbog was over here. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to be over there in the swamps. So, you know what else I forgot? The Sting Whip probably could have attacked, because I think the Sting Whip has a... Oh, and by the way, that Sting Whip was set in place by the Weinstein brothers. So, the Sting Whip has a range of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Sting Whip could have attacked that guy. He'll do it next time. I forgot. You snooze, you lose rule. So anyway, Undenbog is going to get out of there. He's going to GTFO. So that will be 2, 3, 5. 5, 6, 7. So Underbog is like, I'm out. Deuces. Stephen Decatur is going to move into the... He is going to move into the alternate Colonial Labyrinth. And let's see what we can do. Oh, look at that. I forgot about that. But Colonial characters get +2 to honor and +2 to armor. I don't think that's affected anything because I think the only other... Yeah, the Scarlet Vixen is the only other character that has... is the only other Colonial character, and she hasn't been involved in anything yet. So, ooh, could she do the Highgate? She could probably do the Highgate. Her honor is 2. Make that 4. She gets +2 on all adventures in the enemy team base. That'd give her a 6 to challenge the Highgate of 7. No, we'll stick with the vault. And there's 2 cards in the vault too. No, wait. There are 3 cards in the white team's vault, so she might be able to steal some of those, which could possibly help out. So let's move Steven into the alternate labyrinth. And what are we doing there? That's strength and intellect. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just try to move that back. All right, so Steven's gone there. And last up is Damon Raven. Oh, wait, Damon's dead. Oh, no. So what do we have? We have an adventure here. We have... I think we just have the 2 adventures, right? We have... Nope, Scarlet can't do that. So we've got the adventure here. Oh, we've got the adventure here. So the Weinsteins are going to challenge the reflecting pool. It is a 5 wits. The Weinsteins have 8 wits. So they are better by 3. And attacker is better by 3. That is a pass. All right, let's see what happens on a pass. A pass in the reflecting pool. So a pass is reveal... The enemy team must reveal 3 currently unrevealed cards, and then you are dismissed. So, the enemy team, let's see, we've got cards everywhere. I think, did I? Okay, that's not revealed. I know that's not revealed. So, we've got Aaron, we've got Candy, we've got Ace Cannon with a ton of stuff, we've got Robin Hood with a ton of stuff, we've got Big Hair with a ton of stuff, and we've got the Vault with a ton of stuff. What the heck are we going to reveal? So I think we will reveal, that's 1. How many did we have to reveal? We had to reveal 3, so that is 1 card. All right, what do we want to do? All right, Candy will reveal. That dueling pistol doesn't really do Parandor a whole lot of good, so I feel pretty safe in revealing that. And then I think Ace is going to reveal the caltrops, which are they're not that great. So now in the hands of the Weinstein brothers, the caltrops might be pretty good because they can use any card. It doesn't matter. They're amazing at using stuff. But now we get to dismiss them. All right, so they go to yellow. All right, where's yellow? We've got yellow, 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 and then yellow right over there by shrimp. Let's do that. The Weinsteins are going to kind of... oh, man, we got yellow over there, too. Okay, the Weinsteins are future, so that's a good labyrinth to be close to, and that's a good labyrinth to be close to. The Weinsteins have had terrible luck with labyrinths. So, let's see, what do we have? These Guardians have been revealed, so that is a melee challenge. The Weinsteins are... pretty terrible at melee. And then that is a wits challenge. And unfortunately, the Weinsteins are even worse with their wits. They're not very smart. So getting them to one of the labyrinths is probably not the best thing. So we'll put the Weinsteins, see, this is the problem. We'll put the Weinsteins here in the hopes that the Scarlet Vixen can get some of these cards on her next turn. But then we have to hope that the Scarlet Vixen gets dismissed somewhere close to them so that they can trade. But we'll put them there. That's part of the strategy of this game. So that was the Weinsteins. They are done. And now we have Stevie with Stephen Decatur, the Swashbuckler. They are going to challenge the Colonial Labyrinth on the Discipline path. So that would be this. Uh-oh. Continental Railway, an investment that connects a young and growing country. So to be successful on this challenge, you have to give up 2 cards. Let's see. We've got Stephen Decatur with 3 damage. He's hurting. And he has 2 cards. What are 2 cards? He's got the Parade Pike, which he cannot really use. And he's got this one-legged rooster, which, let me see. What does it do? Used during a free action or at start of any melee within 3 or enemies must give revealed pets to user. I don't think anybody over here has a revealed pet. So that one-legged rooster is not really going to do a whole lot of good. So that's probably, he just happens to have 2 cards. And then if he shares any of the symbols, the same symbols, look at that. He's got the, I don't remember what the name of that symbol is. Oh no. It is the Lord's symbol. He has the Lord's symbol. He has the Lord's symbol. So Stephen can, oh, look at that. He can give up 2 cards, but get 4. And then if his respect is high enough, which is a 6, he will get 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is going to be awesome. So this is a no-brainer. Stephen Decatur is going to get a ton of stuff. Unfortunately, he can only carry 4 cards. So he's going to get 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. But he'll only be able to keep 4 of them unless he gets something that allows him to carry more cards. So he's going to get rid of these 2 cards. The one-legged rooster, goodbye. And then the Parade Pike, which he can't really use anyway because he's got to have a 6 strength. He's only got a 5. So that Parade Pike is useless. So those go bye-bye. And he shared that. So he's going to get 4 cards. Actually, let's do this first. So this was an awesome play by Stephen Decatur. So that goes, that just disappears. All right, then he gets 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Now, you can grab any combination of common and stealth cards, or for 2 cards, you can get an elite card. So he's getting 7, so he can get 3 elite cards and a secret or common. So let's get the 3 elite cards. We're going to get 1, 2, 3. And guess what? He'll only have 4 cards in his hand. And we'll get a common card too. So that was an awesome play. All right, what did Stephen get? He got a longbow. Man, Robin Hood would love that. Robin Hood. We got, what is that? We've got a whop. It looks like some kind of a white hot poker. An engineer's weapon and tool during Fallen Skies, famous for its role in Jerry's mission to the Sky Rack. The tip could punch through any known substance. Look at the power on that weapon. So it is a melee weapon. Requires, it looks like 5 and 4, so he could use it. His melee is pretty dang good. So that's actually a decent weapon. In somebody else's hands, it might be way better. We have an anti-grav sled. So he could fly with that. Can he use it? 2 strength, 6 intellect. Nope, he cannot use the anti-grav sled. Well, that kind of sucks. And then, oh, look at that. He got a helicopter. So again, he is not smart enough to use the helicopter. That's pretty dang good. A 10 movement. So the Weinsteins could really use that dragonfly. But anyway, that was a good haul for Stephen. So we'll put, Stevie did a good job on that one. That was a super good adventure. But my only thing is I think it's just a little bit too late. Because if you look up there, yeah, the atomic androids are not doing well. But that was a really good adventure. And that ends it for the black team. So, that was the adventure phase, reinforcements. That's everybody's on the board, so we have no reinforcements. So Let's see what happens. What do we get? It is a blue token, so the game goes on. So we are now 5, 10, 15, 20 turns. So the game could end any time now. Let's see how many tokens are in the bag. It looks like, I think there's 3 tokens in the bag. So within 3 turns, this thing is going to be over. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stop. I might play just a turn without filming and we'll see what happens. All right, so black team has moved. We've got Stephen Decatur and the Weinstein brothers. They kind of linked up because you remember Stephen Decatur got this huge haul of cards. And some of them will be really good in the Weinstein brothers' hands. And also the Weinstein brothers, man, the glare's getting terrible. The Weinstein brothers have this Army Surgeons kit, which they're going to use because Stephen Decatur has 3 damage on him. He's only got 1 life left. So that'll have to happen next turn because all that stuff will happen. Trading and healing, all that kind of stuff, at least with the use of items, happens in the free action phase. So those guys moved there. Coach is sitting there rotting in jail, pissed. Undenbog moved to some swamp. That's where he's good. And then who was my last guy? Oh, Scarlet Vixen right here. She is going to attempt to destroy the enemy vault. So it's a wits, a 5 wits. She has 6 wits. No, I thought, so she doesn't get anything extra there, but she also gets +2 on all adventure challenges in the enemy team base, so she gets +2, so that gives her basically an 8 wits versus a 5 wits, so she is better by 3. Attacker better by, man, what a terrible card, so that is a fail. So basically she just gets dismissed. That sucks. She should have been able to pass that, but that's the way this is a diceless game, so the cards still replicate probabilities. So unfortunately, luck wasn't with her. So she gets dismissed. At least it's not banished. So she goes to green. Let's see, we've got green here, which is pretty close to the base, and then we've got green that's a little farther. She definitely doesn't want to use that one over there by Shrimp anyway. Shrimp's kind of creepy. So we will just move Scarlet Vixen over to there, and she goes back to the board. So that is it for black. So it's now time to see if the game ends. I can touch all 3 beads. Let's pull one of them out, and it is the red bead. So this means this will be the very last turn of the game. So the game has lasted 5, 10, 15, 21 turns, or was that the 21st turn and it lasted 22 turns? I don't know. You guys can argue about that. Have a healthy debate in the chat. So this is it. And honestly, if we look at what we've got going on here, the All-Stars are ahead 4-0. Is it possible, could the atomic androids do anything? So we can probably just make the call right here. So the combat achievement. Let's see, where is... here we go. So, the combat achievement. Awarded to the team with the most combat points, -1 per imprisoned character, 0 per killed character, 1 per wounded character, and 2 per unwounded character. So, let's see. So, there are, on Team White, there are 2 wounded characters. On Team Black, there are 3 wounded characters. So right there, we don't even have to go any farther than that. So Team White has 3 points because there are 3 wounded characters. Team Black has 2 points because they have 2 wounded characters. But Team White, you get a -1 for imprisoned. So Team Black has 2 -1, which would be 1. So right there, The All-Stars have the combat achievement. We don't need to even look at anything else other than that. So base, we can look and see that there are 5 destroyed sections of the black base, and there are only 2 destroyed sections of the white base. So base goes to Team White, and there is no way that within this turn, this next turn, that black could destroy another section of the base. So could Team Black do anything about combat? I don't think so, because there's really nobody that's in any position to do that. Lith's Lair, that's going to remain tied, so nothing happens there. The Future Labyrinth, Team Black, I think. Yeah, Future Labyrinth has a tie. Team White has the only people that are close, so that could possibly go white. So Team Black can't make up a point there. The Future Alternate Labyrinth, there is nobody even close, so nothing can happen there. The Modern Labyrinth is decisively in White's hands, and there are no black tokens or no black characters that could possibly get to the Modern Labyrinth to affect that. The Colonial Labyrinths, Undenbog, maybe on their turn could possibly change that outcome, but that outcome, so I didn't see that. So Team Black gets they get an alternate Colonial. Didn't see that. So that's done. And then the Ancient Labyrinth, there are no black characters, Team Black characters here. So that is not going to change whatsoever. So, folks, it looks like it is going to be 4-1 in favor of the All-Stars. The Atomic Androids, if they got super lucky maybe in combat or something, could maybe swing that combat achievement down 1. And they could possibly... Now, there's no way they could catch up in the white base. So, I think, folks, that's a wrap. I think that Team White, the All-Stars, is going to be victorious over the Atomic Androids. So, let's go around the board real quick. Oh, that's right. We got Shrimp right there. Look at Shrimp. And this is the closest miniature that I had to, let's see here. Come here. So we got Morgrid Khan, and here's the miniature that I chose. That's about the closest thing that I have to what looks like Morgrid Khan, the Alien Crime Lord. It's pretty close, all right? Instead of tentacles, we got spindly legs, but so it's pretty close. But anyway, so we got Shrimp, who's observing, gathering intel. Oh, that flipped. That should go there. So there we go. Crunchbird. Finished with that stuff. Parendor. Not that any of these items matter, because they don't do anything for victory points, but we got Candy. She had a sword and a dueling pistol. We have Sandy that finished up with the Sage's badge. Chalky with Ace Cannon had some caltrops, and he had that Seeker rifle, which he could do nothing with. Robin Hood, amazing. Codger and Robin Hood. So we had the Fong's Prison, the Mud Puppy. He ended up getting the Thompson machine gun, the 357 Magnum, and the sniper rifle off of Damon the Assassin, who wasn't a very good assassin, because I would think that an assassin could be pretty good with a sniper rifle, but nope. And then he had that hunting vest, which allowed him to hold all that stuff, or her. And then the volley gun, which he probably could have traded that to Stephen Decatur had they ever... Oh, wait a minute. Stephen Decatur's on the other team. Big Hair, which I'm pretty sure was probably the MVP of this game, because he set up Hairapalooza over here, which basically that was an awesome play. So he had his buff groupie hanging around with him the whole time. Displacer Cube, satchel charges that probably could have gone to Ace Cannon had it worked out that way. And then the Vault, which the Scarlet Vixen made a run for the vault. She was going to steal this stuff. There was a gnome pike. We had this weed eater. And we had this dual strand rifle, which I don't think nobody on the white team had scoped rifles or sniper rifles or whatever the heck that category is called. It's called a long rifle. So nobody had the long rifle ability. So there we go. We've got this here. And then we got the map over there. There we go. So then what do we have here? We had Coach sitting in jail with that. He was going to try to do that. He almost made it, but Ace Cannon threw those bombs on him and said nope. And then we got Winnie the Pooh with Scarlet Vixen. And Scarlet had, of course, she had that shock and awe, which she couldn't quite make it happen. Had Scarlet Vixen been on the white team, that would have happened. And then we got Doc with the Weinstein brothers. The Weinstein brothers are pretty good because they can use every card, but we could just never get anything going with them. They had the surgeon kit and the blowgun. And of course, they placed that Sting Whip on the board, which didn't really do a whole lot. Had they gotten that on the board sooner, maybe. But, you know, it's one of those things where you're kind of always waiting for the perfect time and place to place something like that. And they just didn't get it out soon enough. We got Snookums with Undenbog and the Disrupt Cube. And that never really, there was never a good opportunity to use it where only Team White's characters were in caverns. We got Stephen Decatur, who was probably the MVP on this side just because of that amazing colonial adventure where he scored all kinds of really cool loot that he can't use. So he got a helicopter, he got an anti-grav sled, he got this WAP gun, and he got a longbow. There we go, a longbow. And then Killer with Damon Raven, the assassin. Not a very good assassin. Him and Aaron Shrike duked it out quite a few times. And in the end, Robin Hood drove across the map with a dirt bike and a lance and just turned him into a big shish kebab. So there you have it, folks. That's the end. Anybody out there who actually manages to watch all these videos and make it to the end of this one, tell me who you think the MVP was of all the characters. I think it's going to be big. Me personally, I think it's Big Hair, because Big Hair got this card right here, the Mystic Music Machine, which basically created a 5-hex aura all the way around in every direction of the concert, so nobody can attack. So it basically allowed White to go into the base without fear of anything happening to him and just destroy Team Black's base. So I'm going to say it's Big Hair, but if anybody else has any opinions on who the MVP should be, then feel free to leave a comment. But other than that, we'll get ready for... Oh, look at that. We've got... So here's I've done the brackets, but I'm not gonna pre-fill all these out because that's a lot of work. I'll just do it as it happens. But so here we've got the Nebula division. All right, we've got the opposition with the first win, and then we've got the All-Stars with the second win. So the All-Stars will go here, and then the opposition and All-Stars are gonna see who goes on to the, what would this be, the quarterfinals? Semifinals, quarterfinals? Whatever, I don't watch sports enough to know that crap. So, but anyway, so there we go. So I'll make sure to put the All-Stars in there. So thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.